And we are back.
Whatever I was doing.
You were heading somewhere.
I came from the radio station. I was trying to escape lowlies and get assaulted by shadows.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, who's first? I hear you.
You get the...
There we go. I had a thought I was supposed to tell, but now I completely forgot about it.
That's okay.
Ta-da.
There was no
It's a
sensible
light.
reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Do a flashbang.
You might want to equip a flashbang if you're going inside. Because usually they trap you. With like, ooh, look, shiny.
Oh, here we go.
And then,
Is that a shotgun?
maybe.
No, it was that thing. Can I turn it off? Oh,
Why
it
would
turns
you...
off. I thought I could save a little power.
These things run on batteries.
Do they?
Yeah. They run on like the same kind of batteries cars run on.
Wood. Never
Oh,
thought I could come here though. Maybe I can... No, wait, they throw stuff at me. There's stuff over there.
There's stuff in the house.
There's a light. I have a bad feeling about this. No?
They can get killed from the big lights outside.
Ooh, a shoddy. Uh-huh.
I told you they try and trap you.
Okay.
Throwing down the flashbang might help.
I did. But I got smacked.
You have to remember you have to do the flashbang and wait like 5 seconds, I think it is.
Unless it hits somebody, it seems like.
Yeah.
So before I grab it, I'll go grab this stuff.
Ooh, there's no can. Ah, you're in.
Oh, am I getting assaulted?
No.
Or is it just because I'm in the hut? Okay, it was just over there.
Mm.
Okay, how should I do this? Maybe I should run over to that. Because they seem to come from over there and then throw a
What I
flashbang.
would do is, as
I
soon
mean,
as
I
you...
could climb there. That's a thing.
is probably throw down a flashbang as soon as you pick this up. Or like see them coming towards you. Like throw the flashbang outside.
That did something.
Maybe.
Oops. Oh, he's just a big guy. Are you a big boy too?
Yeah.
There we go. That was easy.
That went better.
Well, that light was closer, so I went. No comment. The first time I've ever been assaulted by a plank of wood.
Got some Looney Tunes nonsense. Ooh, shiny.
Is there?
Up on the hill, on your right.
Over there.
No, on your right. You don't see it glowing?
Over there?
Yeah. What is that?
The gate seems like.
Is there a
Or
piece
is that
of
a
paper?
paper?
I think it's a paper stuck to the gate. Damn
it, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh my god. What is this?
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Lovely.
So some monster without a head tries to assault me. Maybe it's
You mean a
headless horseman.
bulldozer?
And why would Bulldozer have an action in mind?
Why would a bulldozer attack me?
Yeah,
Thermos.
trash can.
We should probably keep moving.
Yes, I'm just trying to keep an... I was gonna say an eye out, but I think my ear would be a lot better.
There's something shiny on the floor.
I would have thought there was something on the stump. Is there
There's something on the floor.
paper?
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Yep, I don't get the FBI with it. Hey,
No,
it's
a train
oh, is that what it is?
should. That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh, I guess it is. Well, here's a checkpoint.
What did you think it was?
A truck.
I mean, they do have the same horns.
Answer.
Oh,
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. He keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
I don't think that's what Alice would say if she would know my
Yeah.
number. I'm pretty sure
Alice
it's
is your wife,
yeah.
so she does know your number.
Yeah, but why would the
Unless-
killer just give her a
The
phone
phone.
and be like, hey, call your husband? Or whatever, it's not killer, but capture, I guess.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Please no QTs. Hate them.
Your best QT is your wimpy dodge. You want to check up the hill?
I
Oh.
hate QTs.
And that's why we failed at Bayonetta.
And Resident Evils, both of them.
Okay, be glad you didn't fight the hardest boss in that.
I mean,
If
when
you
I was
go-
playing Resident Evil 5 alone, I beat the whatever car destroyer on hard mode. Whatever.
I'm quite impressed you did. No, if you play Bayonetta on, I think it's the hardest difficulty at the end, you know how you fought,
Whatever dragon lizard thing. Oh wait,
yeah.
that wasn't in the end.
Anyway, you fight someone, and then you fight, the merchant. The guy who's been, giving you weapons.
Oh yeah. Well, that's an optional thing, I think.
Yes, it is an optional thing,
Once you
but
clear all those whatever areas, I think.
but he goes in your book. And I could never complete the book because I could never kill him.
I wish he was the final boss.
That would have been cool.
Be like, I give you all
could
these
see a
weapons
railway
because I
bridge
know
up
how to
ahead,
counter them.
and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car
You
from
have
there.
to go. You can fall off, just to let you know.
I know, but I don't think this is ice.
No.
How would I go down there anyway?
I'm just saying, if you get too close, you can fall off.
I don't think he'll willingly jump off though. Where's this thing that's supposed to fly at my face? Yeah, that thing sounds like
They're
a truck.
coming.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
So you can throw flares at these if you'd like, or you can flashbang it. You have to kill them.
Ow. What happened?
They take half your health when they fling themselves at you.
Yeah, but I only saw one fling at me.
There were 3, I think. I think it's...
I saw 2 of them and then one pipe. One hit me and I don't know about the other one.
I know it's 2 doors, a pipe, and I think a wheelbarrow. I think. I'm not sure.
Unless it knocked me into like when it was rolling on the floor.
Maybe.
It's a truck. At least it sounds like a
The
truck.
darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
No, I think they're all at the end. You can chuck a flashbang. Like right away.
Did I do it?
There we go.
I guess it was too early. Or not.
There's one next to you, right?
Come on, how
Why
do
are you
dodge
not
them?
dodging?
I am.
Like, dodge like you dodged the enemies.
What, at the last second?
Well, that is an option.
Because that's how I do it. Because even if I start running, it's still gonna just go at million miles per hour at my face.
Flares do work on them too. If you want to try a flare.
These don't seem to be good.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
I usually back up. Because these things killed me so many times.
Oh, it was one of those.
I'd get the bucket.
Who are you? What, that hurt me? Oh wait, never mind. Ow. Oops, I'm failed an achievement. I tried to do the whole game without using a battery, but there goes that. They're here.
Yeah.
For sure. This game's lying. What if I just sit back a second?
He won't heal unless you're in a light.
I know, but it goes away the gray stuff. Fuck you all.
There was a page. behind you.
I thought that was supposed to destroy the gate, but whatever.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
I want to make so many jokes about that, but
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the
You
protagonist.
want that?
That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
it's not possessing this lamppost.
Which is good.
Oh yeah, I
But
forgot
yeah.
I have stronger weapons. Which I
It
should
doesn't
reload.
work on inanimate objects, though. There's a thermos on your right.
Over there. These games really like breaking objects.
I think it was the lamp breaking.
I mean, if I would leave my lamp open, that same thing would happen again, or would happen also, because it flickers so much, and then it starts smelling like burning.
That's not a good thing.
So I never turn on my light anymore, except my night light, or whatever, a small light. I was gonna say more inanimate objects. No one called nothing. Ow.
It's not how you dodge.
I'm sorry I'm not as good as you. Fucking
I
hell.
don't mean it like that.
There's so much
What is the
criticism
dodge
here.
button? You only have one flashbang.
There you go.
Ooh, headshot.
I really wish headshots were a thing.
I think he just shoots wherever.
I mean that when you shoot to a head, it takes like twice the damage. That's what I need.
You want to flick it to your flares so you don't use up all your flashbangs.
Flashbang.
That's what it's called.
In light you can hurt them. Then what? Shouldn't I just lift them then? If they're so light?
It's so weird that light means like two different things. You can turn that on. You'll have one of those night spring shows on.
Yeah, I'm sure every dark creature will enjoy it.
Unaware that they're merely a thin layer of desperate self-delusion covering the vast cosmos of man.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Please no water. Wow, that's a GG.
You could have watched the night spring show.
I don't care about it though.
It's so fun though. Ooh, a car.
Oh, there's the bulldozer that apparently... It's a Leshen driving that thing.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. This thing looks so evil. He can run over his buddies.
Need to keep an eye on it. Couldn't the wicked dark creatures do this all the time then?
Well, to be fair, they're not always on a lumber farm.
Oh, I did it.
Got him. Don't die to a tiny guy.
I'm not that woke. Well, get wrecked. Well, that was easy.
Woo! You did it. You can pick up the supplies around.
I love how the chainsaw boy wasn't a boss, but a bulldozer was.
I mean, Chainsaw Guy kind of was a boss, but you could, like, ran away from him.
I mean, I could run away from everything.
You actually can't.
You can. Use cheat engine. Get unlimited stamina.
Is there even a stamina bar?
I mean, probably in the game's code there is. You just can't see it.
It'd be cool to see it, just to see what it looks like.
I'm not seeing anything. I thought it would have something to do with the health, but...
That'd be annoying if it was linked to your health.
Would be fancy though that it... Like there would be a little white bar under the health. That would be your stamina bar.
I think
Please
that's what it
speak
is
out.
in the second one.
Is it really a second one though?
Not really.
It's not called Alan Wake 2.
It's like Alan Wake 1.5, I guess you would call it.
American Nightmare.
Yes, they want you to get in the car.
Or just walk out. I mean, I tried getting in there, but it didn't work.
I'm more
I had
wondering
never
where
been
you
this
got the car
glad to see the
keys.
sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Finally, we are moving at daytime.
Can you get your car?
Oh, was I supposed to?
Well, it's kind of a long walk.
I mean, he shouldn't have gotten out then. Hey, turn off those flashlights.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken
I'm waiting
from
for
me.
you to
Mary
just
was
freak
probably
out
in
and
jail.
drift
I
all
was a
over the
fugitive
place.
from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case
What's
of
wrong?
insanity.
You want the Jeep?
Yep. I never knew that Jeep is an abbreviation, apparently.
Of what?
GP. General Purpose. Which is a general purpose vehicle. And they just named it Jeep, because G... It's kind of funny.
What does each letter stand for then?
Jeep. It's Like, sounds like 2 letters, G and P. Oh, oops, I thought that was a paper on the floor. It was supposed to be G and P, but they just made it like 4. So it would be general purpose. I was like, that's pretty neat. Apparently in Jupiter it rains diamonds.
Is that true?
Well, kinda. Because it compresses whatever in there so fast that it turns into diamonds.
Oh, there's a radio.
So if you could
That's the radio.
chill in Jupiter, you could get
I
diamonds.
think he'll complain about what happened last night.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Nice.
A little music that takes up the whole day.
I mean, at least it's good music.
I mean, I shouldn't be listening to it.
That's not your car.
Well,
I think you have to go the other way.
I guess I do.
So I actually saw someone who had painted their Jeep to look like the Jurassic Park Jeeps. I want one so bad.
I've only watched one Jurassic Park movie.
I'm just talking about the first ones where it's like bright green and yellow.
I don't remember the ones from the game.
What, the bright red one that you used to fly over a T-Rex?
Nah, take nice pictures.
Take pictures as you're flying over it.
Yeah. You might be thinking of Ark though. Because I was riding a T-Rex in the sky on that one.
You flew a beaver into the sky.
It was quite the magnificent view.
This is a police radio, I think.
Welcome back to KBF.
Again?
FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her
You're gonna get yourself
drift
stuck.
away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her.
You stuck.
And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Wow, he's just hopping over everything.
That was fun. I was trying to see if I can get on top of the circle map, but that ain't happening.
So are we taking the brown one or the blue one?
I don't know how that is a blue one, but...
It is. It's light blue.
Is it?
I think so.
Looks
Either
yellow
it's
or something.
it might be light green.
I don't know any much of the other colors past the regular spectrum. Like either a lighter or a darker version. But then it gets to like freaking 30% yellow, 2% blue, and 10% purple, and that's a color.
That's a color.
And that's
A
like
color
nope.
that you can't see, apparently.
Yeah. Like some people would be like, that's a magenta color. I'm like, yep, it's a green.
What?
Yeah, that stuff.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
There was another guy on the boat with you?
I think, yeah, in the back. There was me, waifu,
There was you, Alice,
early.
and then
I was
like the
supposed to meet the
doctor, I think
kidnapper
he
at
was.
noon in
No,
the
it was
main building.
the other
The coal
guy.
mine was quiet.
The-
It was a museum now.
The radio guy.
yeah. I really would like to explore some of these places.
What, like the woods?
Like abandoned places like this. Not solely for items, but just for alls. Like there was a ruins back near my old house. I used to go there all the time when I was a kid. And then I found some not so nice stuff in there.
So since you have some time, we can examine this stuff. I think there's some writings you can look at
Yoink.
if you want to read them. There's one.
Not this stuff.
Yeah. Since this is a museum.
Oh, Finns were here. Nice. Volcanic activity.
Speaking of which,
Can I drive this thing?
gosh, that would be amazing.
I've driven one of these that has the hood.
What's that paper
What? This thing?
on the floor behind you?
I guess it is.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio
Why didn't he
window,
read this one?
Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Mm-hmm. Now to check the most important place of this.
The trash can?
Damn it, still can't open them. I'm playing a game. The floor is wood.
The floor is dirt.
Ooh, I did it. Oh, it was this one. Wait a minute. We're going to a place with historic hallmarks.
Mhm.
Maybe this is where Sombra starts. This is what it was first.
Do you even know anything about
Mind
Sombra?
blown. The weird color game that I played.
Oh.
They were in the mines just chilling and dying. So maybe this is where it started.
I mean, it could have. It would be a mining facility.
Come on. I mean that.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Oh, here we go.
Wait,
Where the hell are you?
change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him! I had to get to Mirror Peak.
I think that's the door you came in.
I was about
It was
to say,
close.
how the hell
Maybe
do I
closer
get
than
down?
ever before.
That way.
Wood. Are these trapdoors?
This is a grain mill, isn't
Grain
it?
mill?
Or
Lumber
a
mill.
mining mill.
Nice. Can't I just throw these lithium batteries on the floor and watch them explode?
I mean, you have to have a charge them.
It is a trapdoor.
What would make the lithium batteries explode?
Samsung.
They're horrible.
I saw that thing in GTA, that's why I mentioned it. Don't even try it.
You wanna,
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Music.
should we be back to do this?
It's the boss fight. Seems
It
to
might be.
Well, there's unlimited revolver ammo, I can tell you that it's boss fight. Or some kind of
I think
fight.
it's a run.
Some kind of fight.
Hmm.
Okay.
We'll be back.